Solid Hill TDS, J. Leo, Hitchhikers, check. I'ma spit fire and propane. Keep a little baggie of some veggies, your romaine. Zombie ass bitch tryna eat up the whole brain. While this bummy ass nigga still asking for more change. Get your taste buds lit, popping right under your tongue. Lighting up a sharp strain, feel like it's chopping your lungs. Smoke another leaf to the head, feeling like Danny Phantom. Got a medicine jar in my car full of zany samples. Running with the factions with my rations getting low. Get down on the flow, blood races like I'm whipping blow. Shit show for show, I don't know, I just release and go. Can't hear what you're saying, this we too loud and you're speaking low. Johnny smoking haze, ain't a blaze, I got heat to throw. Then I'm let the heater flow and send it to the heat below. Think it's a game, I pick the day before you let him roll. Think I'm insane, but from the start I never had control.
Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale of the moonlight? Have you ever laid with the demon with the flames by your bedside? Smoking the air, sipping on spirits, get the mood right, get the crew hype. Middle fingers to the blue lights, dancing on your grave while I gaze into the moonlight.
Rolling through the city, heart is empty, but I'm feeling frisky, knowing I can make it even though these niggas want it in me. Got some rolling papers and some bitches, yeah, we getting litty, feeling out of place. Fuck it, I got my niggas with me. We on a long road, smoking trees and bagging hoes. Love is faded, I'm jaded, consequences are never told. Running out of character, the real me is getting old. Facing the facade, 50 shades, and I fall below. I'm on some new shit, underworld a new bitch. Your loose lips tangle you up, I guess this news fits. I do this, spitting some fire in meth doom hits. The sun god bringing some light, now watch your mood switch. Hieroglyphs when writing scripts, namaste but conquering. Conjuring some spirits in the valleys where they die and quit. Just a gladiator on a righteous tip, still sharp and steel, but I'm colder than the Arctic gets.
Yeah. What's up? What is up? I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition. We in the building. It's your boy, Wildcard Mar. Hey, we on episode 134. Yeah, we reckon these episodes up, y'all. Yes, we is. As always, the homie 40 Water, aka Silent Hill, Pale Mood Devil Dance, the official, unofficial theme song to I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition with the homie J. Leo. Y'all see us scrolling on the bottom of the screen. Go show them fellas some love on they they YouTube page, Hitchhikers. As always, and while you're on YouTube, y'all go on over to the I.O.W. Sports page that we got on the YouTube, I.O.W. Sports Network. Please like, share, subscribe, hit those bell notifications, then ding. You know, show us some love, show us some support right there for sure. Please show us some love, support on that one. We on the Instagram. Yeah, we on there too. It gives you a notification of when we got new content coming out. But majority of the content will be on the YouTube page. So that's the number one page to go to. We on Twitter. We be tweeting. Check out the Twitter page as well. And if you got time, go on over to the Facebook page that we got set up, I.O.W. Sports Network. It's also a public page so that if you got a take, you know, drop it. You got a little funny meme, you know, ragging on a certain athlete or a team, you know, that's the spot. I mean, it's a lot of dope content, a lot of participation so far on that page. If you got other sports podcast of your own, that's the spot where you can, you know, plug away. Let everybody know about your content. As well, if you know, got a small business. We got cats all over the continental U.S. that are on that Facebook page. You never know who could possibly become a customer or repeat customer. You never know. But we give that opportunity to network. That's why we call it the I.O.W. Sports Network. We networking over there, making relationships. You did. And most importantly, please go on over to your respective app store.
whether it is the Google Play Store or the Apple Store, wherever you get your apps, and download that I.O.W network app. I mean, we got a lot of great content on there. Got some music on there for your mainstream and your independent artists on the grind. We got them on there. I mean, hey, this is the spot that you want to be at. Get that app. A lot of great content. But without further ado, y'all know how we get down here on Wildcard Mar, I.O.W Late Night Sports. We got to have a little top player today, and it comes from the man, the old man himself, LBJ. Had a nice. Well, the Lakers ain't having a good game. The game's still on, and they are getting just waxed right now. But LeBron had himself a nice top play. Let's check it out.
Monk defended by I.O.W. Switch. Westbrook drive, loops it. Ariza with the shot clock winding down, gives it up. Westbrook ball fake, no look. Slapped down. LeBron James, a little extra sauce and a technical foul. LeBron thought he was hacked on the play, and he let Josh Tiven know about it.
Well, he must have said the magic words in order to get that technical foul, even though he thought he got fouled on the play. Westbrook with the penetration, excellent cut by LBJ, and then the backside, and he's saying right there he did get hit. Why wasn't the foul called?
So Middleton makes the free throw. Another look at LeBron. He thought I.O.W. got him on the shoulder.
Referee suck. No, not really. The refs don't suck. Your team sucks. And I'm able to say that because yes, I am a Lakers fan, and that team does suck. But y'all have heard me gripe and groan about that. We ain't even gonna talk about it. At least not right now. But a lot of movement going on in the NBA. Obviously, there's a couple of trades that are happening and going on. Before the trade deadline, I do believe the trade deadline is when is it? I think it's Thursday. So there's going to be some movement. There's going to be some teams making pretty much being sellers, being buyers. Obviously, you see a couple of teams like Portland Trailblazers already pretty much gutted everybody else out of that franchise except Damian Lillard. So far, CJ McCollum got moved today. They already moved Robert Covington, Norman Powell. They already moved them boys. So you see the Trailblazers are definitely being sellers. Indiana, oh my gosh, they are cleaning house. They are absolutely cleaning house. Move Javonte Sabonis, who is pretty much their one of their younger pieces that has already made an All-Star appearance. He's gone. He's in Sacramento now. Man, the Clippers, like I said, they already made that trade with Portland. I mean, my goodness, there's quite a bit of movement that's been going on so far in the NBA right now. I mean, hey, look, this is just that point in the season, not just because it's trade deadline, but you kind of already have an idea of what your team looks like, how they're doing, and some of those lesser teams, they start looking at the future of what their franchise is looking like. So I don't blame them. So I do not blame them. I mean, you got it. You got to. And some of these trades are going to be cap related. I mean, with CJ McCollum going to New Orleans, that's definitely cap related. Definitely for sure, that's cap related. I mean, CJ McCollum is a max contract player, and obviously just the combination with him and Dame, they're not gonna win it. They're just not. I mean, we didn't seen it time and time again. That's just not working. It ain't working. So, and more than likely, if you're choosing which one you're going to keep, I think most people are going to keep Dame. I mean, that's obvious. That is obvious. But here's another question: how long does Dame stay there? I think I've talked about it uh, once, some months back, about what you should do with Dame. And me personally, I just think the value that you can get from Damian Lillard, and as Portland is pretty much trading away everybody else, why not move Dame? Or at least come to a consensus with him, because he does have a no trade clause. So it's not like you can just move off of Dame without, his consultants on it. But I would definitely come up with a couple of offers from different teams, and I say, Dame, here's what we got on the table. This is who franchises we plan on, if it was to happen, to move you to. Because look, Dame's loyalty to that franchise is it's been documented. He said it multiple times. I don't plan on leaving Portland because this is where I want to get a championship at. But how long does the franchise wait? If Dame is totally fine with staying, then the franchise, of course, is going to be like, all right, we'll work it out. We'll still keep building around you. But but for how long though? How long do you keep, with the cap hit that Dame has? At some point you got to think about that. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts to this situation with Dame. You're gonna get some good young pieces back for Dame. That I think that's a given. I wouldn't, if I'm the Portland Trailblazers, I wouldn't go crazy on trying to get a lot of future draft picks down the road for him, because that does you no good at the moment. You know what I'm saying? That does you no good. Hey, what's up, Stephanie? Yeah, I understand. Life is cray. No worries. But you always been a real loyal supporter and follower of I.O.W. Sports, so it's all good. We understand life. Life is cray. We get it. You good. But with Dame, man, him personally, he has no reason to leave Portland. Getting your money. He's getting paid pretty handsomely. What's the rush to leave? I mean, to me, the chances of him winning the championship is no different. Oh, Dick Vitale. Yeah. Well, I do remember Dick Vitale got pulled off because there was some health concerns, and then he kind of reached an agreement with ESPN, and it wasn't pointless for him to kind of like be doing all this traveling, especially still with COVID around. And I guess him and ESPN had some kind of mutual decision for him to kind of sit out the rest of the college years. But look, man, I got a special guest that just popped in, man. As you know, we done many collabs with the Man Down Podcast Network, and the brainchild of the Man Down Podcast Network is none other than Mr. Troll King himself. Like, be doing all this traveling, especially still with COVID. He's still in the back. I'm gonna let him be. He's still watching the game. You still watching the game, Mel? You still watching the game?
Yeah, hold on. I got to put this on mute.
No. You good?
Can you hear? I got the game playing in the background. I'm trying to turn it off.
No. You ain't got to turn it off. Finish the game, and I'll bring you back in here, man.
All right, bet.
Yeah. How about the king of sports? You talking about Dick Vitale, Steph? He's the voice of sports. He's a voice of definitely college basketball. There isn't any, great moments in college basketball Man, he's been there for so many of calling it. He's almost, I might say he might be on the same level of being the voice of a sport, almost like John Madden was for NFL. Maybe not to that degree, but in the same vicinity. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like when you put in the narration of certain sports, like you got to mention John Madden with football. So with college basketball, I would put it in there with Dick Vitale. Oh, you a Duke fan, Steph? Are you a Duke fan? Man, don't tell me you a Duke fan. Uh, they got beat at home the other night by Virginia with a last minute three. Uh, uh, Look, Duke. Oh, you trying to start some mess in here? Duke and Carolina. Oh, okay. Oh man. I'm sorry to say it. That's not even a rivalry no more. It just ain't. North Carolina. North Carolina, as historic as they've been in college basketball, and unfortunately for them, Roy Williams retired, and they can't recruit like Duke does. Just point blank, period. And it's Coach K's last year, so you already know. I'm not saying the fix is in the tournament, but what I am saying is, I wouldn't be surprised if you see a deep run from Duke this year. And I'm not, and please don't take this wrong, people. I'm not taking no credit away from his team, his roster, or anything about Duke. All I'm saying is, y'all know how there's beloved figures in sports, and when they come to the end of their career, there's some, Aiden, I'm not trying to say this is rigged. I'm really not. But I'm just saying. So you Steph, you saying Chapel Hill, State, Duke, and then Wake Forest. So that's your ranking on how you like the schools in the area. Okay. I'm not originally from Carolina, but I don't know. It's just something about Duke, man. They just they kind of like the evil empire of like the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? Like you respect they winning, but sometimes it's like you just they get under your skin a little bit. They kind of, especially when they had Grayson Allen. Oh my God, I couldn't stand Grayson Allen. I couldn't stand him. Just a chirping punk that played dirty. Hell, he just got suspended. I think 2 weeks ago. For a hard foul on Alex Caruso. Alex Caruso ended up having to get surgery, wrist surgery, so he's missing time. Now, Grayson Allen used to get under my skin, but hey, I respect Coach K for what he did. Oh man, I'm over here watching this dang Lakers game, man. They was getting they butt cheeks clap, and somehow they only down 12. Imagine that. There's no LeBron or Russell Westbrook on the floor while this is happening. This is funny. Sidebar, y'all. So don't mind me. I'm just watching some late night sports. But anyway, basketball's in full effect. Basketball is in full effect. It's that time of the year. Just had the NHL All-Star game this weekend. I peeped in on a little bit of that. Of course, you had the Pro Bowl. NFL don't even play the Pro Bowl no more. I'm being dead serious. Like the only person that did some hitting in Las Vegas in that Pro Bowl was Alvin Kamara. That's the only dude that did some hitting. And he got to pay for that because he didn't already got arrested, arraigned, charged, was, if I'm correct, I think it's battery or something like that. But my goodness, that Pro Bowl was absolutely just I've seen more contact and more physicality in a street ball game of football than that mess. And I saw Trent Brown. He's the highly paid left tackle for the New England Patriots. And he had a comment. He said, well, why, as a Pro Bowler, why would I put effort into a game that don't mean nothing when I got free agency coming up in about three months? And you know what? He's right. He's right. Especially in the NFL, it's such a gruesome sport. Gruesome sport. Why would I put my future in a long-term contract into a game that don't matter? So this is on NFL to change this. This is 100% on the NFL to change this. Because if I'm a player that's worried about my free agency more than the Pro Bowl, then they need to change the format. What's up, Ryan? What's up, my brother? So to me, the NFL, and I don't know if this will happen, and Nick brought up a good point on the day stream yesterday. Maybe coincide this with the Senior Bowl for those college prospects who are playing in the Senior Bowl who want to up their draft stock. Still give the players their Pro Bowl title, so it means something that you were one of the best of the best in the NFL this year. Keep having that. But instead of actually those pros playing in the Pro Bowl, actually have them be mentors to some of these cats in the Senior Bowl. Some of these guys that got a chance to get drafted in late April. Have a mentor them for a weekend, a week. I would keep the skills challenge. I did like the NFL player skills challenge, and the dodgeball is cute. It's neither here nor there. I'm not going big on a whole bunch of grown men playing dodgeball. I'm not going Google for that, but it's cute. Whatever. Keep it if you want. I don't, bother me none. And, either way, where they go, if you want to eliminate it, cool. You want to keep it, cool. Whatever. But, having the players do like the 40-yard dash and all that, and the quarterback's longest throw and all those other little skills challenge that, the NBA does and the NHL does, I think that's pretty cool. But for the actual game part, don't even let the professionals do it because they don't care. They made it clear what they're worried about at this time of the year, especially if your team is eliminated. Because if you're in a Pro Bowl, your team's not playing no more. There's only 2 teams left. It's 32 teams in the league. So all those other 30 teams, go have fun. Do whatever. By the time you hit Pro Bowl, you're not playing for the big game no more. So, which is weird because I remember back in the days in the NFL, they would have the Pro Bowl after the Super Bowl, and so your Super Bowl teams that played would be there. Because more than likely, if you're a Super Bowl team, you got some Pro Bowlers on your roster somewhere. So they would have it after the Super Bowl. And Deion Sanders said it most. He said, back in the days, we wanted to show that we were the best of the best. What's good, Matt? What's good? And so we would show up and have those pretty much those fantasy matchups that you wanted to see. Deion was like, I will go against Jerry in the Pro Bowl. It'd be Deion Sanders versus Jerry Rice. We would do that. And he asked a question on his Instagram. He said, well, what happened to the Pro Bowl and when? Well, when that salary cap keeps going up every year. When's the last time the Pro Bowl been worth a damn? I think the last time it was when what was his name for Washington that died? Sean Taylor. When he knocked the hell out of that Bills punter, Brian Moorman, knocked the shit out of him. Y'all remember that? He was coming up the sideline, thought he was gonna get a fake punt and try to get a first down, and Sean Taylor came out of nowhere and knocked him in the next week. I think that's the last time Pro Bowl was worth a damn. That had to been 2004, 5, 6, maybe something like that. You know? Oh yeah, he he bobblehead his ass, man. Just straight bobblehead him. He, knocked him smooth the hell out. But I mean, that's just my take on what they should probably do, mixed with a little bit of Knicks. Use that as a week for those seniors that's playing in the Senior Bowl to highlight themselves. They should have been playing in Vegas, because if anybody watched the Senior Bowl, man, they was playing some ball, even though they was putting their draft stock at risk. You know what I'm saying? Those young cats were putting they draft stock at risk. Had they get hurt in the Senior Bowl, that possibly could hurt your draft stock. Your chances of being drafted, it could possibly hurt. It could have. But they were playing some football. Hell yeah, they was hitting. They was running, they was catching, they was hitting. That Pro Bowl, you saw cats jogging, playing touch football. Pretty much, the tackling was really wasn't no tackling. Wasn't nobody going. I'll put it to you this way: didn't nobody had no grass stains. The damn laundry equipment team, all they had to do was sprinkle some little water on their jerseys and hang it right back up. They weren't getting dirty. They weren't getting no grass stains. Hey, come on. I can't believe the NFL had the audacity to even put that shit on TV. Waste of money. They probably wasted more money than they got more money. Like, that didn't make no sense. I hear you, man. He said, I turned it off after the first series, pick 6. I had enough. NFL, they going to change it. And this is why. The NFL brings in about 10 to 15 billion. Oh, I'm sorry. 10 to 15 billion. That's how much revenue that the NFL brings in on an annual basis. 10 to 15 billion dollars. Yeah, B, no M, B. And about more than like 52% of that is TV revenue. So here's the solution. Do what I did. Did what Matt did. Turn that shit off. I'm telling you. When it comes to big corporations, a private company like the NFL, because you can't publicly trade it, they're not on the stock exchange. They're not on that. They are a private entity. And they literally, majority of the revenue has come based off of TV revenue, and how you affect that, just stop watching it. I'll never watch a Pro Bowl ever again until they do something about it. Because that was horseshit. I mean, let's just call it what it is. I can literally get 21 other people that watch Man Down, and we can join and have a more compelling, competitive flag football game than that mess than what they was doing. That was absolutely dookie. One of the worst things I ever seen sports related. That makes you wonder. I don't know if y'all know this. If you're a private company like the NFL is, a private sports entity, you kind of can do whatever the hell you want. I know. Everybody's in hoopla since Flores came out a bit. If the game is rigged, but the whole game, that rigging stuff been having. That's been a conversation a long time ago, before even Flores said about being paid to lose. So let's not act like this was some new information. The women's flag football before was more. Hey, y'all remember that women's lingerie league? Did anybody see that back in the day? I know that back in the day they used to have like women in the little lingerie. They had the little booty shorts and the shoulder pads, but it was like kind of up high so that they could still show their cleavage. And they were playing football, but them women was getting at it though. I mean, as a man, I didn't primarily watch it for the football value, but you know, they had some football value added to it. I'm not even gonna cap. Like, go back to some of the highlights, and check it out on YouTube or something like that. I'm pretty sure they got some clips somewhere. But yeah, I was seeing harder hits in that women's lingerie football league than what the Pro Bowl was doing. I'm being serious. So whenever y'all get a chance, y'all go. And I'm not making this up about that women's lingerie football league. Man, they was hitting harder than what was going on this past Sunday. And I get it, because Trent Brown has a point. You don't want to risk. You don't want to risk your guaranteed money, because it's to me it's still a damn shame. And this is one thing that I wish the players would get smart about next time that collective bargaining contract runs out. You got to get the bigger piece of this revenue. You need to get the bigger piece. You need to put in into a fact that you need more guaranteed money. I don't get how baseball has fully guaranteed money. Basketball has fully guaranteed money. But in football, a team, players that are playing a high, more physical game, where the chances of injury are a lot higher. Not saying you can't get hurt in baseball or in basketball, you can, but just the physicality of football, like it's a car wreck every time you step on the field. You can get hit and probably never walk again. Like that danger factor with the NFL to me is at a higher place. And these players aren't getting fully guaranteed money. I mean, how many times have you seen an NFL player? They do a documentary on them, and you know they mind ain't there, or they can barely stand up or can walk. Do y'all know Bo Jackson still has problems with his hip? Like, to this day. Oh, Lakers game is over. They got their butts clapped. They actually made it entertaining towards the end. So I'm gonna bring in my homeboy Mel from the Man Down Podcast Network. Mel.
They made it interesting, man.
Man, I ain't trying to hear that, man.
They did. They made it real. They made a comeback, man. Of course, Russ was on the bench for the whole fourth again.
So, ain't that something?
Yeah, and they made their comeback once LeBron went and sat down. Malik Monk, Austin Reeves. I mean, I like the defense that they play with the lineup. For some reason, Austin Reeves, I mean, he sticks to the ball handler. I can't put my finger out. At first I thought he was just smart and he was just, could he could guess what direction he was going and he can get there. But
yeah,
he actually he can move his feet just as well as any defender I've seen. He's a good defender. I'm ready to go ahead and give him that title. He's a good defender.
You talking about Austin Reeves?
Yeah. Reeves can defend. So when him and Stanley Johnson is in the game, they don't give up a lot of dribble penetration. So I like Stanley Johnson. I like Reeves. I like Monk on the floor with AD and LeBron.
That might be the lineup. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, because for those who just now tuning in, go ahead, like, share, subscribe. Join us over there on YouTube at I.O.W Sports Network, as well as the Man Down Podcast Network on YouTube. Hit the like, share, subscribe. And we were just on the Man Down Podcast show prior to this, and I looked at my phone, and first thing I saw was them two white arm sleeves. I said, "Oh, this fool done started Westbrook. He done started them." I said, "Oh, come on, man." He done started them. like you just had the answer on Saturday against the Knicks. Like, what?
They had
what
to see
happened?
if it was just a fluke.
Man, come on, man.
Malik Monk balled again.
What's his numbers looking like?
He had 20. He showed out in the fourth quarter. 5 assists, 2 turnovers, 3 for 10 behind the arc. Westbrook had 10. He was 3 for 11. 0 for 1 behind the arc. He had 10 rebounds though. 4 turnovers.
Oh well, hell, we got it. We got other people popping. This that man LaCoy. Hey, you gonna have to put some light on your black ass, man, so we can see you, dog.
Hold on, man. Shit.
Yes, man, but you know I got vertigo. You got that phone shaking like that. Pass out. I'm diagnosed with vertigo, man. I can't.
Man, what's happening, LaCoy, man? Welcome to the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Outlet Edition with your boy Wild Card Mar, man. We just having just a little conversation, man. This damn Lakers team is basura.
Hot garbage. Hot garbage.
Hey, Matt. Hey, first of all, Matt, I look, I know I'm a Lakers fan, but we ain't gonna talk about your Knicks neither. So we ain't gonna talk about your Knicks. I'll let you.
I think the Knicks might be in a better position than the Lakers are at this point in the season.
Oh, I'm not gonna argue that. But until it happens, they still trash too.
Yeah, I think Tom Thibodeau gotta do his rotations better, some better adjustments in coaching, and Julius Randle just need to get put in check. He's got a major attitude problem right now.
I'm gonna tell you the difference between the Lakers and the Knicks. The Lakers got 3 $40 million players on that squad. They ain't supposed to be in the ninth seed.
Don't remind me, bro.
They got
three people getting paid $100 million.
Bro, max contracts on all 3 of them, dog.
Oh my God, who signed off on that?
Who do you think? He wears number 6.
There's no way Jeannie did the math on that and was like, yeah, we can do this. We can make this happen.
Hey, she fell for that bubble ring. She thought that bubble ring was real, and was like, LeBron, whatever you want, and just rolled up on the red carpet. If Kobe was alive, he would have called Rob Pelinka himself and said, do not, I repeat, do not
do it.
Westbrook got kicked out of the Mamba Academy. Did you see him in there? No.
I did not know that.
He said, look, man, you got to be able to shoot to come in and train with the Mamba. It ain't nothing I can show you in here, Westbrook. He had Kawhi in there. He had Kyrie. He had Paul George. Who all was at the Mamba Academy?
Devin Booker was there.
Devin Booker, Diana Taurasi.
Yeah.
What's my good? Candace Parker. They was all in there learning.
Yeah.
And Westbrook couldn't come in there. Westbrook, nah, man. You got to at least have the baseline, which is the ability to shoot, to come in Mamba Academy. It ain't I can show you, big dog. We don't teach running full speed. For every one of your buckets, you gotta run full speed.
A halfback dive.
Yeah, we don't teach that draw.
I can't even call Westbrook a good running back because he turned the ball over too much. He probably be a fumble machine.
Hey, he be one of them running backs. They be like, nah, you a true running back. They be like, what you mean? Nah, run your ass back to that bench, bro. Nah, that thing.
You know you're not a good basketball player, because basketball is all about how can I get an advantage over the person that's guarding me. And some people got multiple ways to get an advantage. Westbrook has one way to gain an advantage. He has to run full speed. Mm-hmm. If he's not running full speed, he can't score on you. He has to run full speed to execute a shot.
So is this season a wash for the Lakers already?
No, we go keep stringing them along because they're the Lakers and they got LeBron. We go keep acting like they go get in the 6 seed. Like everybody keeps saying that if the Lakers can get the 6 seed, look, they not even go. They in the playoff to play in at the very best.
Man, they sitting at 9, dog. They sitting at 9, dog.
The playing is what's saving their ass right now. Because
honestly,
there was no
saving it. Yeah.
If there was no playing, it'd be. And I don't like the idea of a playing. I liked it for the bubble. It was kind of just like get people back into the swing. Because it would have been very stupid of the NBA to be like, all right, y'all been off for 3 months. Wow, first round of the playoffs. Right now, let's go. Yeah. You know, you had your 8 or 9 exhibition games, and then you had some teams that were still it was a little muddy. It was like Memphis, a couple other teams that got invited to the play just to decide, that should have been it. Once you went back to a full season, there's no need
She
for
got
it.
rid of it.
Hey, Ryan, you want to know? I think it's my first time seeing you in here. Appreciate you. Hit the like, share, subscribe. You said, nah, it's done. Giannis smoked him tonight. Man, he was
What was
out
his
in LA.
line?
Man, come on. Giannis' line was stupid, dog. Even at halftime, the man was like 7 for 7, 2 for 2 from behind the arc, and had 18 points. Like
And see, I told Mel this last season. I was like, I'm not gonna jump on the Giannis hype train because his bag is one dimensional. He start adding extra stuff, then I'll be like, all right, he might be a problem.
And you know what,
And
LaCoy, I can't front. I was the same way. But my thing is like, because my thing was like, how does this dude got 2 MVPs? And then you see what he did in the finals last year, or pretty much that whole playoff run. And then you see him pretty much hold the Bucks in at the beginning of this season because Middleton was hurt. They was missing a couple of other pieces, and so they started off slow. And he was pretty much carrying the load until they came back. And now that Holiday and Middleton are pretty much at full strength, he goes back to his natural role in the offensive scheme. And so, I mean, they're clicking right now. And as much as I thought he was a one-trick pony, he's an unstoppable one-trick pony. Westbrook is a stoppable one-trick pony. You know what I'm saying?
no, I can't even sit here and call Giannis. And you can ask me. I was the biggest, or Dino, because Dino, me and him would go back and forth about Giannis. I was the biggest critic of Giannis. I'm like, the first MVP was cool. I think because that was the one he got MVP and Defensive Player of the Year together, and then he got MVP again. I was like, I mean, you just running full speed. He's just a 7-foot Westbrook. So I was real critical of Giannis, but like watching the tape of some of his games this year, like, okay, so he's still rebounding, he's still a defender, but now he's like, you got to cover him almost 94 feet now.
The dude
And
is a
that was
monster,
something
man.
that
Think about it this way. He's probably the best defender in the league, right? So he's inside of David Robinson's body, and his offensive package in the post is just as good as Robinson. He got less touch as a shooter than Robinson, though. But then again, you imagine just taking David Robinson, making him a little bit better defender because Giannis can guard the wing as well and the post. So take David Robinson and then give him ball handling skills to go coast to coast and play on the wing and play point forward. That's what Giannis is. And then with the motor and the drive and the work ethic and the guts to go head to head with KD, LeBron, it don't matter. He ain't scared of none of them dudes, man. And his stat line tonight in 35 minutes was 44 points.
Oh my goodness.
He only took 20 shots to get 44 points, and he only missed 3 shots.
Wow.
2 for 2 behind the arc, 14 rebounds, 8 assists, 0 turnovers, 1 steal, and 2 blocks.
Wow. Westbrook could never.
And 5 fouls. That tells me he was trying to defend. He wasn't hiding away from the best player and sicking somebody else on him.
Hey,
what was his free throws?
8 for 13.
That's way better than what it was in the beginning of the playoffs. So he didn't got all around better from, and it's crazy, man. An off season when it takes some guys multiple off seasons or multiple seasons to develop
get better,
a diverse bag. He won that championship. He celebrated it. He cried. He finally reached that mountaintop, and then he got right back to it.
Yeah,
like I got to respect that. That's
Let me ask y'all this. What does it mean that we criticize Westbrook for his defense, and I'm looking at the stat sheet, and he only got 1 foul? That's not good. When you get cooked on defense and you ain't got but 1 foul, you weren't even trying. Like I should see when someone's really trying to defend, they get more than 1 foul.
Yeah.
This dude got 1 foul.
I don't know, man, because I don't like to consider Patrick Beverly defense really defense. I feel like he's just the old head at the court who just bodying up on the young dudes the whole game.
Yeah, I like that comment, Matt. He says, I watched some of this game. Lakers didn't want the smoke. Giannis showed up why he's that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Lakers didn't show life into Westbrook and LeBron. Both was on the bench. And that came from Austin Reeves, Stanley Johnson, Malik Monk. Showed a lot of life.
What's the status on Melo?
He gonna be gone for about after the All-Star break at least.
Yeah. Because he was listed day to day, but he don't even look no rush to come back right now. And I don't blame
hamstring, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you get older in age, man. Yep.
Hey, but let's talk about this, fellas, because that was one thing that a lot of people was talking about coming into the season when you're making all these trades and signees of some of these older cats. Is like, what's the durability going to be looking like for the Lakers? And so you already seen Anthony Davis take his time off. LeBron has taken his time. Now it's Melo's turn. Who's next? Who's next? So I mean, was that a fair assessment for everybody to be worried about the age of pretty much this lineup that the Lakers got?
Definitely. I feel like unless everybody who they signed and who they traded for was directly working out with LeBron James and doing what he does for his body, it was going to be a factor. Melo, he's up there in age. It was going to happen. Dwight Howard, I don't even know how many minutes he's played over the course of the season because he's up there in age now. I think he's just there for just like vet presence.
Yeah, but he's been missing his time though. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I because I looked it up the other day, man. They're the oldest team in the league at 30.1 age average. And what's crazy is Brooklyn is number 2 at 28. I didn't know that. But I when everybody was like, oh, the Lakers and Melo's finally playing with Bron, we got AD back, and I was just like, I'm not sold. And they had Rondo at the time. Rondo was 30 something or another.
Mid 30s, 34, 35.
I wasn't impressed. I was like, you're gonna have these guys can't. LeBron is a freak of nature. LeBron can run all 48 minutes if he needed to and wanted to. Nobody else on that team can do that.
But even if he runs 48 minutes, that still leaves him susceptible to miss time. Carrying that load for 48 minutes. If he was 24, LeBron, I'd be like, yeah, give that man all the minutes he wants. But this man, once you add on the playoff minutes he didn't play, plus the regular season minutes he didn't play, plus Olympics he didn't play with, at some point that man, Father Time is right behind his shoulder, man. He knocking at the door, and so having him play 48 minutes, you might get a victory, but for the long term, that does no kind of great success for the Lakers. So I don't know what you do with this squad, man. I really don't. I absolutely have no idea what you do with the squad right now, man.
Yeah, I mean, even when LeBron was in his prime, the style of offense he plays, you got to have prime LeBron, and you got to have really great number 2s and 3s behind him, right? And that's what he had in Miami when he won, and that's what he had in Cleveland as well with Kyrie and Kevin Love. So right now with the Lakers, you still got LeBron in that system, but you do not have prime LeBron that can just be a cheat code for 82 games in the playoffs. Not even 4 quarters, he can't be a cheat code. And then his number 2 is not. It ain't Wade or Kyrie. He was that in the bubble, but he hasn't been it since, right? Mm-hmm. So I mean, and you needed to play almost daggone their perfect basketball in the LeBron system. So it's just hard. It's very hard to constantly and consistently beat teams in that LeBron system unless you have that juggernaut effect, right? They ain't got it with the Lakers. And to make it worse, Westbrook just piles onto that. Like when it's just to answer your question, when I first seen the trade, or the moves they was making in free agency, even though it was old, I liked it. I liked that Dwight Howard was coming back. I liked that Melo was coming over. I liked the Malik Monk. I liked the Kendrick Nunn. All of that was sexy.
Mm-hmm.
The Westbrook trade is what killed it for me.
It pissed on it.
I was like, how does that work?
Yeah. I think I said this. I had said something to the effect of that one because I think we were on we were doing a live show when that trade came down, and literally at the beginning of the show they had Buddy Hield going to the Lakers, and I was reporting. I'm like, oh man, looks like Buddy Hield's headed to the Lakers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And probably about right before we got off air, I got the alert. I said, what the hell? Literally,
Yeah,
like
that made it
hours later, they said Russell Westbrook to the Los Angeles Lakers. And I'm saying, how did you go from that to that in hours? And I'm just like, you asking for a mess. You asking for a mess. And now these boys really think that they still got hope that they can actually do something with this league, with this season. And that's the funny part to me. I mean, you see LeBron with his little cryptic messages. Oh, all y'all that was doubting on us early, talking about our age. Just wait. What we waiting on?
It's already been 50 games, man. Like it's only 30 some games left, less than 30 games. Like okay, we waiting and we still ain't seen nothing.
Bro, they in the 9th seed, dog.
I listen. I
Hey,
don't see
look.
the Lakers getting a home court advantage, so they're not gonna be a top 4 seed. And
No.
whoever, if because I'm being real generous, if they make the playoffs, they're gonna have to run into a Golden State, a healthy Golden State, because James Wiseman just got cleared for full contact practice. So they're gonna run into a healthy Golden State, a powerful and healthy Phoenix, hopefully, a Memphis team that is just clicking on all types of cylinders, and a Utah team that just got Donovan Mitchell back, and I think Rudy should be coming back if he's not back already. Then your top 4 seeds right there. I don't see how the Lakers possibly match up with either 4 of those. I don't see how they match up with a Denver if they have to play Denver somehow in the first round. I'm not seeing it looking good for the Lakers at all this year.
They lose? Could they lose to Dallas?
If Luka scores 45 a game.
Could they lose to the Clippers?
They can. They already showed that, bro. They just showed that the other day, dog.
Skip Bayless said this is Skip Bayless' tweet. The Fakers, who play no defense, just gave up 78 points in the first half at home to Milwaukee. Just embarrassing. LeBron was a game worse, minus 19 plus minus. But watch him get his 30.
Did he say that?
Did he get his 30 though?
Yeah, I just read it. No, he got 27. He almost got it.
Wow.
Listen,
when the game was blown out of control in the fourth quarter, LeBron only had 15, and then they put everybody on the bench except LeBron. They had all the bench out there, and LeBron was still there, and he just went bulldog in the China cabinet and just started running to the rim and throwing it in, and he went to the bench with about 25, and it was like 6 minutes left, and they put him on the bench with 25. So he got close to so he got 10 garbage points.
Bro, that's stat pattern at his ultimate best, man. What are we doing? All right, so look, I think we all can agree that LeBron is great. We got that. But as much as we give Russell Westbrook his crap for all stat pattern for this triple-double stuff, we got to start looking at what this man is doing right now. Like,
I've been looking at it. I've been calling it like I see it.
LeBron knows, because there's no way you don't know how close you are to history. LeBron knows. And I think he's only, 2,000 plus or minus
Yeah, but it don't mean nothing. It didn't even mean nothing for Kareem to have the number one spot.
Start cleaning out their lockers.
Like it don't even what he's trying to accomplish it ain't gonna mean nothing.
But I think it's all of it because it doesn't. But I think now he's at the point where I'm in my 19th year. I got 4 rings. I might not ever get 6 to match Mike, but I want to get something that he.
No, LaCour. He ain't.
Nah, he ain't
no. I might know. He ain't. He ain't getting 6. It ain't happening. He better be happy with that bubble one, because that's some janky shit right there. That
man,
enjoy it.
That man got 3 in the possible when it comes to the rings.
Three in the peasy, dog.
He got 3 in the possible, man. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. He got 3. That bubble one don't count. He got 3, and Tom Brady got.
If we being honest,
Tom Brady got 2 of them. Tom Brady got 2.
If we being honest, LeBron, and it's gonna piss everybody off that love LeBron. LeBron only got 1.
No, I give him 3.
Nah, I give him 3.
LeBron only got 1. Kyrie got 1, and Ray Allen got another 1.
San Antonio showed you in the when they lost to Miami, and they really outplayed Miami that series, and they had a game won, and Tim Duncan just happened to miss some free throws, and then Kawhi missed free throws, and Tim Duncan missed a bunny in the post. That game was over. But San Antonio was like, their whole thing that summer was like, look, man, we gotta put our foot on the gas and don't take it off. And they met him again in the finals, and it was a freaking blowout. A freaking blowout for 4 straight games.
And they never called LeBron for that traveling on that 3-point shot, neither against San Antonio.
Man, LeBron travels so much, man. But I give him 3 though. Yeah. I give him his 3. I mean,
I can't give him. I'll say 2 at max, because I'm not counting that Cleveland one, because it was just a lot of circumstantial shit for them to get that ring.
Hey, yeah, it was.
Hey, Matt, you just now probably hearing Melvin Wall for the first time. He's been saying this for forever. You see that comment down there?
Yeah, I see it. He got him flopping linebacker too. Yeah, he not look. So Matt, this is my thought. Every number one needs a prime
Scotty
certified number 2, and by prime and certified, I mean the number 2 needs to be at least Scottie Pippen, right? And there's only 2 superstars who didn't have a prime number 2 and 1, and that was Hakeem and Dirk. In modern day basketball, right? I don't count anything before modern day, right? So Dirk,
I don't know, man. You can kind of say Dirk had Jet.
He's
no.
I said at least
Scotty. Certified.
Yeah. I mean a top 75 player, right? Or close to it. So yeah. Jordan had Pippen. 1 year Hakeem had Drexler. LeBron had Wade. LeBron had Kyrie. LeBron had AD.
Hey, he got many Robins, dog. Robins.
He had a lot of Robins, right? But this Parker. Is where LeBron takes the cake. Yeah. I mean, Paul Pierce, KG had Paul Pierce and Ray Allen, so that was a big 3.
Ooh, man.
Who just recently won? Giannis had Middleton. That's now that's a little bit less. Like he did some heavy lifting to do it with Middleton. That I mean, that ain't no Scottie Pippen. That's a French all-star. So that was impressive. Who else won that recently? Oh, Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan did it by committee. He didn't really have a number 2 Scottie Pippen type. So Tim Duncan did it by committee. You include Parker and Ginobili, right?
Yeah.
Durant had Steph. Steph had Clay.
Yeah.
But anyway, my point is they all need him. So I'm not gonna knock LeBron for needing a number 2. or a superstar beside him. However, what you should have said is LeBron needs 2 of them because most dudes only need one. LeBron needed Wade and Bosh, Kyrie and Love.
Yeah.
Right. He needs 2 of them in order for the LeBron system to work because the LeBron system is probably the worst style of offense you can play. Like whatever Popovich do in Spurs and whatever Golden State does with the Warriors, that's great basketball. The only thing that I think is less than the LeBron system is the D'Antoni system, which is very similar to the LeBron system because Harden ran it. But you jack up a lot of threes and D'Antoni's. At least LeBron doing other stuff. But yeah, for one player that had the ball at the top of the key, your best player that had the ball all the time and just set screens for him so he can drive to the basket and kick it to open shooters is horrible basketball.
Hey.
But if you can get 3 superstars on one team, you can make it work.
Boy. Hey, we just gonna put ourselves in just cap casualty like every year out. Can't afford nothing else because we've got to pay 3 of y'all jobs. We better get we better get a chip out of that, man. To me, that's nuts, dog.
I think the Lakers went straight into like win now mode, and it barely worked for the bubble ring. What saved them was the 3 months in COVID. Because I honestly feel like they probably wouldn't have won nothing if that was a real season. I feel like there was too many other teams that was just like
better than them.
getting in their bag. You know what I'm saying? Like that 3 months off really helped him and AD because AD for a full season after he got that injury in New Orleans, AD ain't never been good for a full season for nothing. And so those 3 months off helped him out a lot.
Big time.
But I just after Mel just said that, man, I really just thought about it. Like ever since after he left Cleveland the first time, he's 3. It's been 3. It was him, Wade and Bosh. Then he went back to Cleveland. It was him, Kyrie, and Kevin Love. Because you got to put Kevin Love there because at that time he was saving LeBron's ass then too.
Bro, Kevin Love is a walking double-double, bro, at that point in time in his career.
Yeah. And then now it's supposed to be him, AD, and Westbrook, but Westbrook and AD are half of a person put together. So I don't know, man. The Lakers, man, they went for win now, and they can't win now. So like, what do you do after that? I mean, they have any?
They went from win now to win how? Like,
do they have
how
any?
Are you gonna win?
Do they have any? Do they have any draft capital?
None. They ain't got nothing.
Wow.
They first of all, they don't even have a first round until probably like 2027. And they always the cap space ain't there. You got the worst player on your team with $44 million to the cap.
And then he's gonna make 47 next year.
Yeah. Hey, here's an interesting take. So let me ask you this, Mel and Chris. The Pelicans make some moves today. Obviously, they get CJ McCollum, but did y'all look at the standings? They in the play-in tournament right now. They sitting at 10.
The Pelicans.
Yeah.
They might make some noise. They go beat the Lakers.
I mean, he ain't lie. He ain't lie. Who's the coach down there in New Orleans right now?
Willie Green.
Okay. Honestly, man, because what they got? So they got CJ. They got who else? They got like 2 other players from Portland, right?
BI. Oh, let me pull up the full trade. I had it somewhere. Shit. I know they gave up Josh Hart to get him.
Yeah.
I can't find it. Who else they picked up? Damn it. I can't find it. All of a sudden, it's when I need my phone to work and I want to work with your boy. But either way, I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't be surprised if the Pelicans get them, because I'm looking at the standings of where the Lakers are sitting at. They sitting at 9, Pelicans at 10, Clippers at 8. I think the Clippers are a better team. Minnesota at 7. I don't even see them getting out the playing tournament, man.
No.
How many games behind is
it don't matter how they get in the playoffs. If they get there, they going to the crib. It don't matter.
First round.
They going to the crib.
1, 2, 3, Cancun.
Real quick. And it should never happen to a team that got 3 $40 million players, man. That just should never happen. I can't even. It ain't even funny no more, bro. To still be getting talked about like that. Like they about to be talking about the Lakers all day tomorrow. And nobody should be talking about them. The Memphis Grizzlies just beat somebody by 35.
Yeah.
Phoenix beat Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Like that's who should
be talking about
the talk. But on hour number 1 on whatever show you can pick in the morning, they're gonna be talking about the Lakers are in win how mode, and they shouldn't be talked about no more.
But you gotta, man. I agree with you, but they kind of did it to themselves, man. You painted this target on your back. You was talking all this shit. You was like, last year was a fluke. It's not gonna happen again. And you actually came out and played a worse season than what you did last year.
And LeBron told everybody to keep that same energy.
Keep that same energy. We did. Y'all did.
Straight shoot him out the sky, dog. Bang, bang.
Listen.
Said, keep talking about my squad. This man came to LA, got hurt year number 1, got a bubble ring year number 2, put out the worst sequel in Space Jam ever known to man. And then got put out the first round by Phoenix and ain't gonna make the playoffs this year.
Yeah. Put a fork in them.
If that ain't some open butt cheeks, man, that's straight a whole loaf of booty bread, man. Whole loaf of
it. That's got to be one of the worst storylines for a 4-year stretch I'd have ever heard, bro. And I'm a Lions fan.
I bet you if the NFL had a bubble that year with a play-in tournament, I bet you the Lions would have got the Lions would have been the Miami Heat of the bubble. They probably would have got
the Lions would have been the Phoenix Suns. They would have won 8 straight and not got in.
And go home. Hey, real quick before we end the show, I need some predictions on this Super Bowl, because especially with y'all two on the same screen, y'all know y'all want to predict the downfall of my squad. So who's going down on Sunday? Mel?
I think it's a blowout Rams.
I got Rams at least putting 40 piece on them.
Yeah,
damn, but 40.
But it won't be early. I think the blowout will come later.
It'll be a slow beat down.
Yeah, it'll be good early, but by the time it gets to the end, it'll be out of hand.
I think it's gonna lay. I think it's gonna not be a blowout like super duper first, like early in the game. It's gonna be a filling out process. These two teams have never seen each other, so it's gonna be like, all right, how does your defense work? How does your defense work? Whatever. But I think if Aaron Donald and Von Miller can get back there early, that game is gonna be done early.
Look, the referees will perform mightily.
Hey, no bullshit aside, Mel, I've been feeling the same way because they are literally hyping Burrow up to no degree with the media.
He's getting more airtime about the Super Bowl than Matthew Stafford is, which is wild.
That's true. They calling him the next Tom Brady.
Yeah, but not only that, I don't know if y'all do any of the gambling, but they're calling this they're only favoring the Rams by 4.5 points. So so Vegas is is thinking this is going to be a field goal type of game, pretty much a one possession type of game.
If I'm a betting man, I'm betting for the Bengals all day long. I mean, I would put 1,000 on the Bengals.
Shit, the over under is like 48.5, so they talking about probably like a 24-27 type of game.
Nah, I take the over.
Yeah,
I take the over because I think the Rams go well. It could still be a blowout, and the Rams get 35, and the Bengals just end up getting 10, 12 points.
Like not like what last year's Super Bowl was like 31-9.
Now I'm thinking more like a 35-21 type of game because I think I'm with you on, man. There's gonna be a little referees. Yeah, they wearing stripes, but it looked kind of oranges and black. Look a little orange and black.
They ain't gonna play around with it because if I'm guessing right, the Rams is supposed to win this one. They're not gonna play around and then let it be. They're not gonna call it so it can be a close game and let them decide in the fourth because something bad might happen. The Rams supposed to win. I think they're gonna let the Rams come out, and when I say the referees are gonna perform, I think it's gonna be a lot before the Cincinnati Bengals get their offense going. I think Von Miller and Donald gonna be getting in the backfield, getting sacks. It's gonna be party time Wayne's World, and them boys ain't gonna get on the scoreboard.
Excellent.
It's gonna be party time Wayne's World in the backfield, and Von Miller and Donald is invited. So I see that. I see all the big names getting their stage. Ramsey go get a pick. Donald go get a couple of sacks. Von Miller go get a couple of sacks. They all go make their plays. Odell Beckham go get in the end zone. Kupp go get in the end zone.
Yep.
They're going to let LA perform. I don't know if they're going to let the Bengals perform.
My bold prediction for this game, Aaron Donald is going to break the Super Bowl sack record. It's currently at 3.
Oh,
He'll either get 3.5 or 4. He'll either get one split with Von or Leonard Floyd, or he'll get 4 by himself. But I think he's gonna beat that Super Bowl sack record. But I think the key to the Rams like truly winning, as far as the offensive side, is not even gonna be Matthew Stafford in the air game. It's gonna be if Cam Akers can get that ball rolling downhill.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna matter, man. They're gonna have so many short fields. It ain't gonna
matter. hey, that's true because Matthew Stafford could probably have 20 to 25 attempts, still get MVP as long as he has no interceptions. Obviously, Kupp's gonna get it in end zone, and I'm with you, man. I think OBJ is gonna get it in zone, have his two touchdowns, no interceptions. If he goes like 17 for 21 and like 240 yards, that's all he needs for his stat line.
Yeah. This what we're gonna have to talk about after the Super Bowl or before or during, whatever. It's been going around in the Man Down group chat. Is Matthew Stafford a Hall of Famer? I don't want to start the conversation now because I know you about to end. Nope. We gotta do it later. We gotta do it later.
I might have to. Hey, we gonna have because I have to tune into that one because old boy that put that in there, man, his takes is hot garbage.
I gotta have you on the panel for that one, Chris.
I'm gonna be on that one.
Matter of fact, we probably might get into it Sunday, because for those who don't know, I plugged it yesterday, but please make sure you tune in to Man Down Podcast as well as I.O.W. We will be doing a joint Super Bowl live stream. We'll be streaming right at kickoff. We'll be talking about the first half. We're gonna talk about the halftime show. I think Mel has already got his take that Lucifer gonna be twerking in that joint at some point in time.
He gonna be there.
Turn
the AC off. He don't like AC.
But no, everybody, please stay tuned for that. My partner Chris, man, I appreciate you hopping on. I appreciate you, Mel, hopping on. Real quick, Mel, go ahead and plug the people where they can find the Man Down Podcast at.
Hey, check us out on YouTube, Man Down Podcast Network, and We All Sports over there on the channel. So come on over there and check out the content. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you share that joint there, everybody. Man, we live every Tuesday.
Bet. All right, fellas, I'm gonna let y'all go. And look, y'all come on back. Appreciate the love and support. Y'all come check us out again tomorrow night, same midnight hour, same Wildcard Mart. It's been real. Appreciate y'all, fellas.
Who y'all?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Sound like LTD Hurst. Let's get it. Let's go. Yeah. Alright, let me get serious this time. Yo, I'm on my God of War shit. All the war spits, let the bass kick. Nigga, feel the fucking floor lift. Watch your pores rip from these razor blade fingertips. Smoke hit your face like a hammer fist. Outstanding with suicidal flow. Nose diving to a free fall. Speedball, cannonball, jugging out on Adderall. I just watch the bodies fall. Supercharged like Dragon Ball. When I spit this fire out my mouth, you hear the dragon skull. Daily with explosiveness, get softer than some woven silk. Grind the rappers flesh in the syrup and call it muscle milk. Some nutritious, my hunger forever endless. I'm vicious and bloodthirsty, my nigga. I handle business pretentious, I leave them injured. Eating pickles for dinner, underground like not the splinter. Then hibernate for the winter. Illiterate, so I can give a fuck about the sentence. Belligerent, so I don't give a fuck about repentance. Johnny plays with a bag of haze over roast spirits. I'm forced to be reckoned with when I'm beating all limits. These lyrics are packed with venom. Rattlesnakes in the kitchen, cooking the recipes full of poison. I leave them finished.
Come to punches, yo, I only landed threes. These thick fighting MCs is copping plan B. Never was a M fan, they can't stand me. Been dope since before Hope sampled Annie. If it's smoke, I ain't gon' blame the jammy. Cause smoke, my hands is nicer than your granddaddy. Don't spar unless you a piece and a half. If you same boat when I put feet on the track, I fuck MCs up, I'm bringing evil back. Yea, though I walk through the valley, I push it. They gon' find rappers that got at me in my footprints. The embodiment of cocaine and no-dos. I got a habit of pulling souls through nose holes. Open your own hole, sugar you sweet. If it's BP, I'll bring it to your door like Uber Eats.
Deliver a fade to all you niggas, I just wanna unload. Basking and scream on my foes, find a way to compose. The ashes play up my throat, pull them fumes up the dope. Blow a ring of the smoke, terrorize all the small fires, wash them down with a coke.
Viciously viscous, I flow like rape whispers. You wishless spitters or beat the Big Dipper. Front away, bitch, you ain't clapping shit. Keep playing G, the mask don't fit. You tonic water MCs minus the flavor. I'm the illest since my mom went into labor. Sick with it, slick with it, punchlines is a major. You motherfuckers to sit back.